wine drinking people. Today is Wednesday, October 20th, and just getting ready to drink some New Zealand wines this evening. We've got a full lineup of events going through the end of this month. Man, we are drinking some great stuff. Check it out on the calendar of events, and that's what I've got to sell you today. One of the events that's coming up pretty much a week from today, or a week from yesterday. We've got an Antinori dinner at Solita restaurant on Las Olas. And this is a new restaurant. It's where Mark's place used to be, for those of you that are familiar with Las Olas. And this is my first event with these guys, although I've known Anthony Radar Risoli, the chef there, for a long time. He actually used to work at Mark's, the original one, down in North Miami. And we used to play in a midnight hockey league years ago. Man, it seems like a long time ago when I was at Cafe Max. And I was playing ice hockey at 12 o'clock midnight, Saturday after work. But fun times. And, you know, this restaurant is has more of a bar kind of atmosphere than a serious restaurant. But Radar, Anthony, is a great chef, and I'm sure he's going to put out some great food. And, hey, I like to mix it up sometimes in these nightclub-type environments. You know, you got to mix things up, change it up. You get the serious dining format. You get a little more casual. And then we got fun. We're going to call this. On next Tuesday night at Solita Restaurant. We've got a lovely menu. We've got some great wines from Piero Antinori's portfolio of wines, some new wines from the Vino Noble region. We're going to be serving the Guado al Tasso, the Vermentino, from his winery in Bolgheri. And we're going to be serving the big dog. That's right, folks. The very first Super Tuscan Tignanello. Tignanello was first created in 1971. It was the very first Super Tuscan. Oops, I'm sorry. Sassicaia was actually a couple years before that. The first commercial release, I believe, was 1968. But Antinori always gets credited with that. And the 71 vintage, he actually applied for DOCG Chianti status for this wine. And a wine has got to pass two tests for the DOCG to get named DOCG Chianti Classico. One of them is a tasting test where they have a panel that they sit down and they actually taste the wines and they have to deem them worthy of or typical of Chianti Classico. And the second one is an actual examination of the makeup of the wine. And back at that time, certain grapes were not allowed to be put in the Chianti Classico, like Cabernet Sauvignon, and this is one of the things that Antinori did. He also did not put the white grapes in there, Trebbiano Malvasia, which used to have to use 10% white grape. Amarone della Valpolicella was the last one that was upgraded as of the 2006 vintage, I believe, one of my favorite wines. But hey, we're talking about Antinori. In addition to the dinner, we have got a collection of some great stuff from Antinori. I'm going to include it all on this offer, including the Pian del Vin 2004 Brunello di Montalcino. I know you've heard me rave about that vintage. We've got great pricing on everything on here. It's $59 on sale for that Brunello, $16.75 for the Villa Antinori Red, and we've got big bottles of Solaya. Check it out on today's email. I'm your host, Andrew Lampazone, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.